Episode 4.
Episode 4.
Episode 4.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
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 School moment.
School moment.
That is the topic.
There's the moments of topics of our school lives.
Yep. School.
Just from any school.
Can we say what grade we're in? Or, yeah.
I think we said it.
We said, yeah. We're both juniors.
Yeah.
So we've had a bit of experience.
A
bit.
bit.
Yeah.
We haven't had all of it, but we've had
Not
enough.
yet. We're close.
We're almost there.
God, that is scary.
Real life hitting you.
Yeah, real life hitting me. I had just signed up for that college, the college board stuff.
Oh, yeah. I've been getting emails from it, and it stresses. Every time I get a new email from colleges, I get a bit more stressed.
I have not. No college likes me.
None.
None. Yeah, no, I haven't gotten a single email. Or at least, I don't think so. I haven't checked.
I get tons of emails, and it stresses me out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to a trade school, so I don't necessarily have to worry about it, but
I also don't have to. I'm just choosing to.
Yeah.
Performing arts, you don't actually need a good degree.
I wanted to look at my SAT scores, so that's why I got
You gotta take those.
Yeah, this year. I went from, like, a decent score to, like, 950, I think it was.
I didn't take it the first time.
Oh, damn.
No.
I think I went from 850 to 950, so I improved. Oh my god.
I have no sign of improvements.
That I know that are like 1,150. Like, damn.
Yeah. I don't remember what my score was. I remember it was decent.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't decent. I think it was pretty bad.
I think my problem is that I panic.
Yeah. Dude. I think I focused too hard on one question, and it's like, wow, I don't have time limit.
Yeah, speaking of SATs or PSATs rather, I removed a wart while in one.
While in the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just
last year.
Wow.
Just.
Ooh.
It was making me mad.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I remember I spent the first 5 minutes of one of the sections complaining about it in my head because I wasn't allowed to talk. But honestly, I just remember seeing the number of questions was 40, and they gave us 30 minutes to complete the section. And I was like, why? You can't do that! That's not possible!
It's so weird, because English, like, oh yeah, I could do English super easy, but it takes me, like, forever to read them.
Yeah.
And then, with the math ones, most of them are questions that I haven't even learned. Yeah. Because I just haven't taken the classes yet. Like, okay, yeah, show me stuff about the, quadratics when I don't even know what a quadratic is yet. Like,
it's fun.
We're getting there in algebra too.
We're getting there. I know all the math stuff, so I was good at the math section. I did great at the math section. The English section I was pretty good at, but I did not do well at the sciences, and I don't think I will.
There was science part of the SAT?
I think there is. There's a science. There's like a separate science.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know either. But anyway, school moments. Got any funny school stories?
Funny school I mean...
Funny, entertaining,
enjoyable.
Memorable. Traumatic.
Oh! This one's good. Were we in the same 7th grade class? Miss...
Don't say it.
I can't say it. Miss Wig?
Wig?
Wig.
Yeah, we were.
Miss Wig? Okay. Yeah, so...
Yeah, Miss Wig hated me.
I loved Miss Wig. But, you know our science teacher, right?
Yes.
Were we in the same science class?
I don't know, but I had to teach that science class.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell that story.
1 second, I'm getting to it. So we were learning about, like, sound waves, I think it was. And so, context to this. This kid, like, broke his leg. And we had to have, like, a desk and everything. And also, I just came back from health class. And we talked about funny, inappropriate stuff. And here I am, standing on this desk, practically a pedestal, and we see a sound wave, and I say, I just learned about that in science class, aloud to everyone. And then I got yelled at, and then I sang 100 bottles of beer on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so proud of that.
I mean, yeah, that's a good moment. That science teacher you're talking about...
I hated her.
Let's call her Miss...
Bull.
Yeah. Miss Bull.
Because get it.
That teacher was not a good teacher.
Yeah.
She introduced herself as a waitress of 27 years and decided to, and I quote, I decide to give teaching a whack. Of a waitress of, her words.
27 years.
27 years waitress.
She shouldn't have changed. She was a horrible teacher.
Man, she sucked. Absolute. I was one of the... Back in middle school, I was one of the quote-unquote smart kids. I'm now in all smart people classes, so I'm now one of the dumb kids. But I was one of the smart kids. I did my work. I was very efficient with what I did and very thorough. Like, I got everything in, like, a day ahead. I was that student. I wasn't the student to remind people. Think I was, but I was not the student to remind people that the class had homework.
Yeah,
I was not that student, but I people say I remind them of that type of student, but I wasn't, because those students are awful. But I was very thorough with everything I did. And then this teacher came in, and by the way, she knew nothing. Absolute she didn't know a thing about science. She didn't know anything. She had no clue. And oftentimes she'd talk about stuff, and I would just, me being the general student, don't you mean this scientific concept that's literally, like, she would teach stuff wrong. And it was so, and I would constantly be correcting her until eventually she just would ask me to teach the class for her. Like, I remember so vividly sitting at my desk and her trying to show us how to make a circuit, but again, no clue what she was doing. So she didn't know how to make the circuit, and she just went, everybody just figure it out on your own. You guys got this. God. And it took me like 5 minutes, and I figured it out on my own, and I did it. And she went, everyone come around Jayla's desk. Let's all watch Jayla build the circuit. Jayla, how do we build the circuit? And I was so angry. I was so angry.
Man, I did not like her. She was she was just so rude almost all the time.
Always.
Yeah, and like I'm pretty sure we made her leave.
Oh, I don't know what happened, but
she moved to another school. I know that, but we made her leave.
I remember so many of that, like you saying she was rude. I can remember vividly any time, because my class had a lot of like the kids who would like to cause problems, like all of them.
I was one of those kids, but we were in the same class.
We weren't, but I had a lot of kids who would like to, and she would spend all of her time like reprimanding them, and anytime they would ask like I couldn't even think of a dumb question, but like dumb, like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know, like, is it square?
Is it a circle?
Yeah, is that a circle?
Look at that. It makes, like, dumb 7th grade stuff like that. And I remember anytime she would always call on them, and every time I raised my hand to ask any sort of actually question, she would always go, yes, Jayla. Every time! Without fail! I hated her. Yeah, she came to me on the last day of school and said, Jayla, by the way, I know you planned on visiting the teachers in 8th grade, but I'm not going to be here. And I just went, oh no, really? And in my head I was like, yes! Thank God no one has to deal with you anymore!
God, she was so bad.
Terrible.
The other teachers were decent.
The other teachers were great.
Yeah. The English teacher was nice. I kind of remember the math teacher. But, they were just awesome.
They were awesome teachers.
I remember, she
was the only one.
For one of my social studies classes, I actually got by, this was the same year, by putting blank, like, literally putting blank messaging.
Ah, yes.
In my, my presentation.
I made a news show.
And I said, it's an invisible ink. And she said, well, just give it to me when you complete it. And, like, I did. I completed it because I had most of my work. But, like, there was just, like, one side where I said, invisible ink. And, I got a good grade on that.
I made these video projects.
Yeah.
And they ended up being so good and funny because I would spend a lot of time in the library just writing out scripts.
Nerd.
Of, like, thank you. I would spend time in the library and I would write rough drafts and final drafts of scripts of, like, basically a news show with these two comedic hosts. Do you remember this?
Yeah, Jayla's News.
Jayla's News.
I think we'd watch it every
time
Friday.
I would make a new one, she would watch it. And I would do that for these assignments, and I get great A's for it because it was considered like the assignment work that I would research. And she'd show her whole classes them. She thought they were amazing. She loved them so much, and I heard a rumor that she still shows her classes them to this day.
Man,
she still shows them to her classes.
I want to go visit someday.
Yeah, I heard she still absolutely shows them to her classes.
I should email her.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Yeah, she was so sweet.
Super. She liked me. She hated me when I was with my friend Sophia.
Yeah.
Because we had her both at the same time. But when I was by myself, I would make, like, so much actual stuff. But when I was with Sophia, I would just goof off the entire time with no repercussions. That happened a lot. Sophia and I got written up for that.
Damn.
Because I would kid you not, this is genuinely what happened. We were coming from our music class, and Sophia, my friend, would carry stacks and stacks of books. and we were coming from our music class, and Sophia had this big giant pile of books, and we were rushing to get to our English class, and Sophia tripped and fell. And because our middle school, we were on the second floor, and our middle school had this giant hole in the floor.
Oh, I
remember the hole?
Oh, dude, I wanted to jump down that, but yeah.
I kid you not. So Sophia fell right by the hole, and that entire stack of books went down the hole.
Oh my god.
So we had to then run down the stairs, collect the books, bring the books back up, go back, and finally make it to English class, and we got written up for being late.
Damn.
Because of that. And I explained that story, and the English teacher just kept looking at me, like, staring at me, and I was like, and you see, the books fell, and we had to run, and that's why we were late. And she went, you spent time thinking of that excuse, didn't you? And I went, no, that's what happened! And she went, okay, Jayla. And then she wrote me up.
Dude, honestly, I lied to so many teachers, and I got away with it.
No, I was a good student. Like, I didn't do anything wrong, ever. And I remember because, what was that? The guy, you remember the guy, Mr. M, with, like, the big muscle voice, who was, like, if you got in trouble, you would see him?
Yeah.
Every day, every morning, he would stand where the buses would drop you off with his arms crossed, not letting kids inside, no matter how cold it was.
He would.
Unless you wanted to go to the library. And he only ever had 2 library passes. And you know who took them?
I remember that.
And you know who me! I took one of... And I remember the day after I got written up, I was just so panicking. And I remember going home and crying to my parents, thinking I was in trouble. And they were like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. And then he came, and when I went to go and ask for the library pass, he said, you know, and then he, like, uncrossed his arms, and he had the write-up sheet. And I was like, he's like, I never expected to see your name when this appeared on my desk. And I was like, I'm sorry. And I, like, almost broke down in tears. I didn't mean to on the book. And he's like, it's okay. Just, I have to let you know now, you have a strike. And I was like, oh no, what does that mean?
Oh no.
And then I was told it meant literally nothing. It meant absolute jack. Like, it didn't mean anything. But, yeah, that was my one time getting in trouble.
Man, middle school was the worst.
Absolutely.
Man, they were evil to us, and they got away with it.
Like, literally, they got away with so much crap.
It was like, I remember I got in trouble once for dumping milk on some kid's head because he said something mean to me.
I never did anything like that. I mean, I had a total of 2 friends, maybe 3. I actually did 3 friends.
Yeah.
But by the end of the year, my 3rd friend, because, like, by 7th grade, my 3rd friend just kind of stopped showing up to school, and then they ended up dropping out. But I had 3 friends.
Damn, in 7th grade.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah. They're doing well now, but...
That's good.
3 friends, and 1 friend dropped out by, like, 8th grade, 7th grade. The other friend moved to London for her dad's work. And friend 3 decided it was uncool to talk to me. That's not a joke. It was considered uncool to talk to me. So I had no friends.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, like no friends.
Yeah, that was the year, I think, either that or it was 8th grade, that my teachers actually caught on to the little scheme I was doing of my lying and, like, just, like, completely failing, like, and not doing homework. And they were like, yeah, your test grades are really good, but your homework is just bad, so bad.
No, I did really well for everything. And by the time I was in 8th grade and I had literally no friends, the only thing I had going for me was that I was, like, the smart kid. So literally, that was the only thing I had going for me, was that I was smart. And then I had no friends, so I kind of started getting, like, more and more.
Did you gain friends at least?
No. Not until last year.
No.
Literally, because by 8th grade, halfway through my 8th grade year, like, in 8th grade, I had no friends, and I didn't really do much else other than, like, I was heavily involved in a very not great after-school activity group, and it was kind of stress.
What school is it?
A lot of stress. I won't say right now because it's recording, but I was very much, that was taking my mental health down so much. Like, that place was, I could talk about how bad it was, but I won't. But it was taking me down, and that took up, like, I'd say 90% of my time, while still trying to, like, I did well in school, and I wanted to be involved in our, like, school's drama and theater stuff and music stuff, but, like, trying to do all of that, and then I ended up, because I was so, I still am, like, very much, I can't say no to people, ever. Yeah, like, I've never difficult. Learned that ability to just tell someone no. So when the principal came and said, read the morning announcements, I just stared at her. And then I read them every morning and would constantly get marked tardy for not being in class.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. That was me. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
And then COVID happened all the way through end of 8th grade to freshman year.
Yeah.
And then by the time...
freshman year to, like, sophomore, man.
Yeah, beginning of sophomore. Yeah, well.
Yeah, we didn't have masks off till, like... Until, I think, winter, fall.
I think it was more fall.
Yeah, it was definitely more fall. Because
the fall show, we didn't do the school fall play.
Oh, yeah. What was that? I forgot.
The show was called Mutually Assured Destruction.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It was a very fun show. It is, yeah, it's a good show. It's kind of funny. Our friend Cabby dressed up as a clown and traumatized me.
Man.
Absolute traumatic experience.
Honestly, I love the music department.
It's an awesome. It's great.
They're like family.
Absolutely.
Except for, like, some people.
Except for those guys.
They're family in the sense of...
They're like that weird cousin who you never want.
That was going exactly what I was going for.
Weird cousin.
Yeah, like, man, I don't want to see these people right now.
Weird cousin. Hi,
hey,
cousin.
We're talking.
Welcome.
Yeah, nope, go to, yeah. I'm actually going to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, dude. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, wait, you needed help on, like, the mute part of music? Damn. I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a good place. Yeah. I'm enjoying my time in the stuff. We're doing our fall show.
Alice in Wonderland.
I get to play a villain.
Who do you get to play?
Red Queen.
Oh, that's awesome. Honestly, I wanted Cavi to get either the Red Queen or Alice or Mad Hatter, and he got Mad Hatter, which is big. Honestly, huge.
I get to play the Red Queen. I'm so excited.
Is Mad Hatter also the Crazy Rabbit or
no? Crazy Rabbit's different.
Yeah,
it's the Crazy Rabbit.
Cheshire Cat, and then like the rabbit.
Cheshire Cat. Yeah, I wanted Cheshire Cat, but now I'm really happy I get to play a villain. So
you get that big forehead.
Yeah, big forehead.
That's gonna be awesome.
And weird makeup, but yes, very excited.
Are you gonna get whitewashed? I don't know. I hope they don't. That would be...
Don't? Like, no?
I hope they do, like, the French makeup.
Yeah.
But, like, make you all, like, rosy and everything.
I want that lipstick just, like, in the middle. I just want the lipstick in the middle.
Yeah.
That's what I really want. But I'm excited. I get to play a villain. Which is exciting. What other school stories do
I get to play a villain in the next musical. Or I want something big, because all the seniors just skedaddled and left. And pretty much all our male singers are powerful theater male singers.
I believe in you. I have all the faith in the world for you.
I've gained so much voice. Like, even in chorus, I sing way more.
I know.
Like, in freshman year, I did not sing. But now I'm like,
I am singing now. I am happy. I feel like I'm powerful.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I feel it, and that's all that matters.
I feel it. When I'm doing the Star Spangled Banner, and we hear hit that last do.
That last real low note.
Oh my god.
It's amazing.
It's so great.
It's absolutely
Do you guys hear that? Like, even though we're in front of you? Or like what?
I do.
Okay.
I hear it, but I don't know if I hear it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I hear it, but I don't know if that's just me being my brain hearing it, because I've heard it so much, or is that me actually hearing it? But yeah. What else school stories do we have?
School stories. What about that art teacher?
Which one?
Middle school.
The first one or the second one or the third one? First, second, or third?
The one that was really mean and liked biking.
The third one.
The third one. Don't know his name.
Mr. K.
Yeah, Mr. K.
I know his name, but I'm not going to say it. I know his name. That teacher.
He was the worst. He was so mean.
I love art. Art is a hobby of mine.
Yeah.
I love painting. Painting is a genuine hobby I have.
Yeah.
But that teacher, he was frustrating. He was the one who I told him. I said, by the way, I got to do the morning announcements, so I'm going to be late to your class. Yeah. And he went, all right, but if you're late, I'm marking you tardy.
But you're going to be late.
I just told you I'm late. And he went, it's okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, but, are you going to mark my tardy? And he would, absolutely. And I was like, dude, don't.
Oh, my God.
It would frustrate me so much. But he was a bit crazy. Mm-hmm. I have a story about him, actually. One time, we were making these, like, maracas.
I remember those, yeah.
I told him, and I said to my friend, as just completely in passing, just 100% in our friend, just talking, I said, I would like to put glitter on mine and make it so shiny and sparkly and it looks so cool. And my friends were like, yeah. And then I went into class the next day, because we said that in his room, just to my friends. And he went, by the way, I heard you say you wanted to add glitter in front of the whole class to your maraca. You cannot be doing that. These maracas have to have a theme and an order. So you can't just go willy-nilly putting art supplies and stuff.
Yeah, by the way,
so don't do that. You're wrong. And I'm like, dude, don't call me out in front of the whole class. This is middle school. None of us have confidence.
Mm-hmm. By the way, the reason that Jayla is talking like that is because he was British.
Yes, he was.
And stuck up.
Stuck up British snob jerk!
Like, oh, yes, you must make the...
Oh, yes.
this
it wasn't even good British. It was like half English, British, weird. It was a weird accent.
Like, there's some of the words he'd pronounce Britishly, but, like, he'd have that, not etiquette, that lingering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you could tell this guy was weird.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did not like him.
Remember that substitute?
Which one?
The mean one.
For art or like
for
what?
For just everything. She'd substitute everything.
Middle school or like what?
Middle and elementary school.
Middle and...
The one who
Did we go to the same elementary?
Yes, we did. The one who was very cruel. And just had that very like Middle Eastern accent.
I want to say yes, but I also don't remember because honestly, it's all a blur. All I remember are faces and names of like 7th and 8th.
She was very prominent in younger stuff. Mm-hmm. And she had a middle European, like, I don't remember what. I could never place the accent. Yeah. Like, I never knew where she was from.
Like, Middle Europe or Middle East? Like, are we talking...
Middle East.
Middle East. Are we talking, like, Switzerland? Or are we talking, like, the desert?
Probably closer to Pakistan.
Okay, yeah.
But I wasn't Pakistan. Like, I could not place that accent. Mm-hmm. It was almost Russian, but not.
Oh, that is weird.
Like, it was such a weird accent. I could never place it. And
like,
I was
if you're guessing between Pakistan and Russia, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was, what was I? I used to, when I was younger, do, like, a lot of voice acting and voice stuff. Yeah. And I could almost always mimic accents by ear, even if it was just, like, a person with, like, a very similar accent to my own. I could almost mimic it by ear. But her accent was what threw me off. Mm-hmm. Like, completely. I was like, where are you?
Yo, Who are you? She was probably an alien.
I don't know. Like, I didn't know. But she was so mean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I could...
Probably an alien. You know, it just came down.
She was just genuinely mean.
Some other planet. Just started being mean.
My brother liked to cause a bit of trouble.
Yeah.
And because of that, this teacher often had to deal with him. And so when she had to deal with him, when he was in first grade, by the way, she came in and saw my name on the paper and went, are you in any relation to my brother's name? And I went, yeah. And she went, oh, first grade. And she went,
first grade?
Yeah. And she went, oh.
Man.
Okay. And then ever since then, anytime anything went wrong, she'd blame it on me. She'd be like, Jayla, did you have something to do with that? And I was like, no, I wasn't even there. It's like kids would get in a fight by playing tag, and she'd be like, Jayla, did you have something to do with that? And I'm like, I'm over in the corner smashing rocks. Like, where did you make that connection? But yeah, she hated me. Mm. And she was very mean. Like, I remember at one point, this was first grade. I looked at my friend. I kid you not, we didn't make a face. We didn't make sounds. We didn't do anything to disrupt. We looked at each other, and she went, ha! You're staying in for recess. And we were like, why? He was like, you were disrupting the class. And I was like, we just looked at it. We made eye contact. She was mean. I didn't like her.
I remember in first grade, we were doing, like, some test thing. Mm-hmm. And it was lunchtime, I think, around. Or, like, snack time. And I got this gummy bag. And I didn't know. I was innocent. I was innocent in this action. But I popped it. Yeah. And it made the loudest pop I think I've ever heard. Mm-hmm. And it just, the room fell silent. And
God.
eyes are all toward me. And oh my... It was so bad. And not fun.
No.
Man.
Wouldn't imagine it to be fun. What else?
Man, lunch stories are so weird. The weirdest stuff happens at lunch. Not anymore.
Yeah. I have some... Okay, I have another one, which is another one of how I got injured in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
So in middle school, having friends, I never really had a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, my friends were always kind of, I don't want to say better than me, but they always had that aura of, like, they were better than me.
Oh my God.
Kind of. I didn't have a lot of friends,
See,
okay?
that's me. I act like that, but, like, continue.
But, anyway, I didn't have many friends, so I was in gym class, and my friends had all left. And you know those scooters?
Mm-hmm.
The ones you sit on?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was sitting on one, just kind of hanging out in the gym, because I didn't want to go to class.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And so I was just hanging out in the gym on the scooter, and I was just rolling it around, and the gym teacher went, "Hey, Jayla, if you're going to stay, help clean up." And I was like, okay, so I rolled my stuff, grabbed all the, like, dodgeballs, put them in the bag, ended up picking up all the other scooters, and just kind of dragging them. And I never got up off the scooter. I just stayed there and just kept rolling around. The gym teacher was like, "All right, all good. You ready, Jayla? Put the scooter back and let's get out of here." And I went, okay. And so I took the scooter and I rolled it into the closet, kind of fast. Mm-hmm. I rolled it in fast while still on the scooter.
Yeah.
And it hit the back wall, like, bam! And all of the scooters that were balanced precariously on top fell down directly on top of me. And then I can remember thinking about rolling it in. Mm-hmm. I can remember just coming up with the decision, like, I don't want to get off the scooter, but I have to put it back, so I gotta roll it in. And then after that, I can see colors. I can feel the, like, if you ever just pat your head really hard.
I think you should stop doing that. You might still have, like, a bump there or something.
Might reopen some old wounds, yeah.
Yeah, you might reconcuss.
Just, I can feel the patting of my head. Oh. I can hear the sound, and I can see colors, and after that, it's a blur. Literally all a blur. I ended up in the nurse's office with an ice pack, and then being told to go back to class. Dude. I was concussed and was told to go back to class. It's fine.
Honestly, I've never gotten really badly injured at school. When I was working during summer, I got so badly injured. Like, I dropped a table on my foot, and it only recently just healed.
Ow.
And that was in, after freshman year, I picked up the job as a janitor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was 2021 still. Right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Last summer. Not last summer.
Last summer.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's my only real big kind of injury, was just that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I think I cried. I'd like to think I was crying, but I remember being in a lot of pain.
Nurse knew me because I got injured so much.
So I went to a, like, daycare, intelligent, smart school place when I was younger, and then I went...
That's shocking. Jayla, let me interrupt you real quick. That is shocking. You do not know how to spell. How?
No. I was very advanced in every other intelligent of child development. I was advanced in very...
Like math, music, etc.
So the like, daycare place had, what did it have? It had a limit of, like, an age limit that you had to be at least 2. I was 1 when I got enrolled.
You're really smart.
Yeah. Because of my intelligence. So yeah, I was 1, I was there. And so then I went to public school. And my first day of first grade public school, very excited me. I walk in and I have no clue where I'm going. So I just confident walkly up the stairs, and then I'm told, like, the classroom's downstairs, you're in the wrong. How'd you get here?
That's the third third grade area.
Yeah, that's what third graders are. It's like, how'd you get here? And I'm like, I don't know where I am.
I can remember the exact layout of like, oh dude, I missed that place.
It was a good time.
Like first, second grade in, like, one hallway.
Yeah, first, second grade we're in one hallway.
Wait, can we say the name of the school? Just
no.
Like blur it out, yeah.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Let's cut it out because you did say it.
I know. Might be. But like,
this was our elementary school.
Yeah. Beautiful school. Very tiny.
It was first, second, third, and fourth grade.
Yeah,
and then we went to a middle school.
Yeah. And then from then on, we joined from like another district because we share districts.
Because we share districts. So, but that school, it was this. So our school kind of had two elementary schools, and the one that we went to was the smaller of the two.
Yeah, we went to the one where I wouldn't say where we live is the worser area, but it is.
But it is. And for reference of how small, our 4th grade graduating class was 30 people.
Yeah. That's
how small it was.
Yeah.
So it was 30 people between 3 classes.
Yeah. So like the way that our place works is that so there's 3 different main elementary schools, and then as you go on, they connect together.
Yeah. So you have the 3 main ones.
We and the closer, more populated town.
Yeah.
Go into one middle school.
For 5th and 6th grade.
Yeah, and then the way out of nowhere people that live in like the forest, pretty much. They then join us in that middle school.
At 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah, 7th
and then we're all in high school together.
Yep.
So, we were at the smaller elementary school. I forget first day there, it was very small, and there was it wasn't easy to get lost in, but
You make do.
I like a challenge, so I did it. I got lost in, and I didn't know where I was, and then I kind of panicked for a bit, and then I met the nurse, and she helped me get to my class, and I was very grateful. And then we went out to recess, and I was so excited. And then there was this, we called it a spider's web, because it literally looked like a spider's web.
Yeah.
It had layers on it and, like, rope, and I climbed up the rope, got up to the top, was so proud, and then I fell off. And it was, like, a good, I want to say...
It's, like, at least 10 feet.
Yeah, a good 10 feet.
Because it's still taller than me to this day.
Yeah, it was a good 10 feet off the ground. And I fell from that as a tiny 6-year-old. Just fell from the top. And then all the teachers were like, oh, is she okay? No. And I was like, I'm good. I stood up and banged my head on it.
That's easily, like, the most dangerous place. Because it's right by where the bark mulch stops.
Yeah.
So
right at the edge.
Yeah, right at the edge.
I fell and thankfully landed in the bark mulch.
Yeah, thankfully we were short enough to be, not a danger.
I fell, and then I was on the ground for a bit, and they're like, oh, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good, I swear. And they walked away, and then the second I stand up, because it was kind of on, like, an incline, so you could actually climb up it.
Yeah.
I stand up and hit my head on one of the lower parts and immediately sit back down. They're like, all right, you're going to the nurse. And every single day since then, between 1st and 4th, almost every single day, I was in the nurse's office for some kind of injury. And I don't think this, like, clumsy me injuring myself has stopped, because literally 2 days ago, or like 2 or 3 days ago.
Are we talking about the Friday? The Friday, yeah.
Yeah. So on Friday, we were in our chorus class, and we were doing fancy kind of jumping jacks, where we did 2 jumping jacks, and then we would lift up one foot and, like, smack it. Oh. And I lifted up my foot, and then I miscalculated where the ground was. So I fell off of, like, the ledge I was standing on into a pile of chairs.
I laughed a little. I laughed. Nah, that wasn't true. I laughed a lot.
I laughed a lot, dude. Like, I heard you laughing at me. Yeah, so...
to be fair, I laugh at everyone that gets hurt.
Yeah, so. I immediately fell down. And then, because I'm in the music department, I've been in the music department, all of the underclass, like, this little freshman and underclassmen are like, oh, is she okay? And she's, oh, yeah, she's fine.
Yeah,
it's just Jayla.
All of the juniors and seniors are like, oh, yeah,
no, that's just Jayla.
Oh, remember that time where you fell off the stairs?
Yeah.
Were you trying to get up them?
So here's the story. We were at an audition. And we were just wrapping things up, and we needed to get on the stage for a bit, just to do some final stuff. So Noah runs and eats himself off onto the stage, not using the stairs. I think, I could do that. Nah, man. Stairs are safer. So I start walking up the stairs, and I get to the top stair, and I slip, I roll it down the stairs, and then just lay there. And then I can just see everyone looking over and being like, you dead? Like, you good?
I think I was the first one to actually be over there. Like, Jayla, are you okay?
Like, Jayla, are you okay? Like, I don't even think it took... Like, when someone falls downstairs, you expect, like, an immediate reaction. It was, like, oh,
I think
Jayla.
I had an immediate reaction. I think everyone else didn't. But
No, I don't think many people were that too concerned.
It was funny. All I heard is a thud behind me, and I hear someone screaming, Jayla!
Yeah.
I think that was
fell
it.
down the stairs, and now they don't let me use that staircase anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, our friend who is now graduated senior would would specifically come anytime I tried to use the stairs. Ah, not those ones. The other ones. Go around. Those ones are dangerous. Can't use those. So yeah, I hurt myself a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I did some dumb stuff as a kid, honestly. This wasn't at school, but I tried jumping down my stairs.
What?
Why? Because I thought I could do it. I was like, man, I'll try jumping down them. I bet I could do it. And then I didn't. I didn't even get past, like, the whole flight. I literally bounced off and started rolling. Like, I didn't get past two stairs. That's how bad it was, yeah.
My brother and I my brother is very much someone who would, like, hey, I'm gonna do stuff. And, he would always be like, can you do it, Jayla? And I'd be like, of course I can. And then do it wrong. Like, I would do it unsuccessfully. So every time a staircase would come up, he'd, like, jump 4 flights or, like, 4.
Uh-huh.
And he'd be like, you can do it, Jayla? And I'd be like, yeah, I can, but.
I think my brother would do the same thing.
Just every time.
Older brothers are sometimes just evil.
Yeah, just evil people.
Honestly, if I had a younger sibling, I'd do the same thing.
Yeah.
I would be evil. Because I was evil, like...
I'd be nicer to my younger sibling.
I would. I'd be so evil. Dude, if I had a youngest, I'd be changed. But I'm the youngest and the tallest. So.
Yeah. I'm the youngest and the shortest.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can't relate. Couldn't be me.
No.
I got 99 problems, but height?
Height ain't one.
Height ain't one. But, man, school... Height is actually a problem, because I used to hit my head. I still hit my head. I have to duck every time I exit the bus. That's why there's a cushion there. Me.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember our bus in middle school?
20.
20?
Yeah, let's just say that one. I was going to say the bus number, yeah.
Oh, yeah, don't say the bus number.
Yeah.
But, do you remember that bus?
Yeah, I do.
The chaos.
What was he was like an FBI agent or something.
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
It's okay, we wouldn't say it anyways.
Yeah, but he was an FBI agent, and then we had this other one that was like a mother or something.
First off, we had the old guy, who was just very nice, very chill.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever heard him talk. I'd always just be like,
Same.
hey, can we go this way? And he'd just turn his turn signal and turn. And, like, he was like the ideal if you're driving a bunch of 5th through 8th graders around. Like, this guy just had that, like, in the bag. We didn't cause too many.
Yeah, we didn't cause too many problems.
Like, that was our 5th grade, and he was just pretty chill, pretty laid back. But then...
There was another one. She was the worst.
Yeah. But then he ended up retiring by our 6th grade year. So that was
6th grade?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That was our...
I thought it was 7th.
It might have been 7th. I don't remember. But,
I don't remember.
This guy retired, and he was... and then we started becoming a problem bus. Like, our bus was considered the problem. Mm-hmm. We would get pulled over a lot. Like, I felt like every time we were pulled over, we were stopped and told not to get off the bus because, like, administrators had to come on.
Oh, yeah.
And talk to us about proper behavior.
Late.
Always were late. And that was just a lot of...
Bus was always the last one, too.
Always the last one. So, okay. Basically, our middle school had 2 levels. 5th and 6th grade level and 7th and 8th grade level. Mm-hmm. And they were parking lots that... Yeah. The kids after school would stand outside.
On a hill.
Yeah, it was a hill. It was basically a mountain.
Yeah, hence the name of the school, which we cannot say. Yeah.
But, anyway, our school, we had the 2 levels, and they were parking lots, and if you had to take a bus, which most people did, because like we said, our school was kind of on a mountain, so it was pretty...
Like, no one lived near us.
No one lived near the school.
Yeah.
It was almost...
If they did, they walked and we didn't know them, so...
Yeah. If they did, I don't think I knew anyone near our school, because it was a far... Like, even to get off, like, the school's grounds, it was a good...
Yeah, it was a
10-minute walk.
Like, I'm pretty
10, 15-minute walk, so...
Like, the whole lap around the school would be, like, a mile.
Yeah,
like,
it was more than a mile.
Well, more than a mile, considering, like, remember those turkey trots?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where we would go, like, all the way down to the down field and then walk back.
Yeah, those took about a good hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it was a good walk. The school was very, like, distant, right? So almost everyone took a big change from elementary school.
Blur that out.
Won't say the name. This is the one where I'm going to have to do the most cutting.
This is like the
mentioning of the stuff.
Yeah, it's like the We Cry Together explicit or no, non-explicit version where it's like you. Yeah.
Anyway, it was a big change from our elementary school, which was small, like I said, 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
We get into and everything is pretty local where we kind of, in the part of our town we live.
For the most part,
everything is pretty local. Like, we're all very close.
Yeah, we know, like, it...
You know everyone.
If you know each other in, like, 5th grade, you're going to know each other for, like, the rest of life, pretty much. Because no one moves.
No one moves.
No one, like, if they do move, they were one of the weird kids.
Yeah, the weird kids are the ones who move away.
Or, like, the popular ones that, like, I don't know.
I don't feel like many people moved anyways.
No.
But, so this middle school was out of the way of everything. Mm-hmm. So everyone basically took a bus. And they had 2 sections where you could wait for a bus with the 5th and 6th grade, the 7th or 8th graders.
Yeah.
And basically there was no problems waiting outside until we showed up.
Yeah.
Until our class specifically showed up at this school.
Really?
We started fights outside.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Start causing problems. We would start bus chaos. We would start people getting in ways. We started so much problems that they physically, and still do to this day, separate 5th and 6th graders from one another. And they will switch every other day. So one day the 5th graders will be having to wait inside, in lines, pretty much silent. They still do it. Remember when they did that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they still do it to this day, where they have, like, 5th graders in lines, in your bus line, silent, not really talking with each other, and then the 6th graders get to go and play outside and run around and wait. But because of how many problems a week our class caused, that was implemented and still is to this day.
That is sad.
Yep.
That just means they couldn't get better.
No.
So, like...
Or they didn't trust them to get better.
Trust them to get better?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I feel like with each class, it just gets worse and worse. Because each year, more... Like, it shows how much more the internet has a hold on, like, the class.
Yeah. I mean, when we were in middle school, I didn't have a phone.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't have a phone either, but
and
nowadays...
now I live on my phone and am never seen without it.
Kids, like, we can go to an elementary school and we can see...
kids have phones.
Yeah, we could go to a 1st grade, hell, even, like, at a kindergarten, and some of those kids have phones.
I don't agree with that, personally.
Yeah, I had a flip phone until, like, 6th grade.
I had an iPod with an email that I could text people on.
I had like an iPad, but like for contacting and like everything else, like something to bring to school, only had a flip phone.
I had an iPod that I could only use on Wi-Fi to text people, and my parents said if anything was wrong, just borrow someone else's phone. Which I feel like now, to this day, is still more likely that you can just say, I don't have a phone. But saying the words, I don't have a phone, you get that weird look like, do you really? Who doesn't have a phone?
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2022. Everyone has a phone on them.
Yeah, everyone has a phone on them.
Yeah, but I mean, I know people who don't have phones on them, who literally just don't own cell phones. Yeah. So, and they're like around my age, so.
They're living the good life.
Yeah.
I wish I could not be addicted to my phone.
Well, addictions are hard to break.
Yeah, man. I mean, with school, it's easier because, like, you know, I have an excuse to not be on my phone. It, like, in earth science honors, as much as the class bores me, the teacher doesn't allow phones, so I just talk, and also I have a friend in that class.
Yeah. And
then like other classes, I use my phone only when I need it or think it's well deserved. It's like a nice little treat,
I know. I would say I'm in honors classes, and those classes, the teachers have always had the policy of, you could be on your phone.
Yeah. I'm
not going to help you if you're on your phone and you fail the test and you want to know what you did wrong. I'm not going to help you if you come back in asking for the notes and you were on your phone when I was giving them.
Yeah.
But you can be on your phone. I don't care.
Good policy.
That's like, and I feel like that's the best policy you could have for it, because instead of just trying to be like, hey, be off your phone, hey, be off your phone, hey, be off your phone. We're juniors. Like, we all, like, most of my class can drive. Like, if you fail, that's your responsibility, because I'm not going to come. If you fail because you don't know and because you genuinely don't understand it, then I'll help you. But if you're failing because you didn't care when I was teaching,
yeah,
your problem. which I agree with full-heartedly.
In my English class, the teacher treats us like kindergartners.
Really?
Yeah, she has like a phone cuddy.
Well, they have that in my history class too, and the teacher mentioned having it and saying, "Put your phones in the phone cubby."
Miss Cash Money.
Miss Cash Money. No.
Cash Money? No.
It's not Miss Cash Money.
Oh.
It's Mr. Old Teacher from the other school.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
These are good names.
Yeah.
Mr. Old Teacher from the other school.
But do you know Miss Cash Money?
No, I don't know who we're talking about.
No.
Miss Cash Money.
So it's just like how Miss Wig is like an abbreviation or like a fun of her name.
Yeah, making fun of the names.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of a creative one, so I just go Mr. Old Teacher from the other school.
Man, I remember back in the day when I used to make fun of my teachers and like didn't have any respect for them, like with Mr. Balding.
Mr. Balding.
Oh no! Wait, no, he's a good teacher. I don't want him to hear this, because like he most likely.
I mean, to be
the people
fair,
who are going to listen to this are going to be the people who are.
Out of all of the teachers, he's going to be the one to listen to.
Yeah,
this.
that's going to be.
He's going to be the one to come being like.
I'm sorry. It was a joke in like 6th grade, and that was it. I don't make it anymore.
To be fair. They were introduced at every single professional thing as the bald guys who run the music department.
The bald teachers.
The bald teachers who run the music department.
Because they're both bald.
They're both short, they're both bald, and they both have, like, beards.
Yeah.
There's no distinguishing of between them.
I don't know how it happens.
Like,
I think it's a music teacher curse.
It
because,
must be.
my brother-in-law is a music teacher, and he's balding. And he's a music teacher. Like, and he's growing a beard a little. Like, it's the Walter White curse.
It's the Walter. That's the best way you can describe the music teachers. That's just Walter White ripoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know. We could do more.
There was some teachers. Man, we should make names right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, which ones?
Which ones? Definitely our middle school ones, because they won't hear this.
Okay.
I can't remember any middle school teachers. Oh, man. I guess we're going to have to go with it.
Do you remember that? Do you remember? Dun, dun, dun,
the 21st night of September. Jayla, we're going to get copyright struck.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's not like YouTube will see this.
It's not like anyone will see this.
Yeah.
We're doing this for our own enjoyment.
Yeah, we could commit crimes at the moment. I mean, confess crimes.
Guys, confession. I murdered someone when I was 12.
Guys, am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for murdering my brother out of cold blood?
I killed my neighbor's pit bull.
I killed my neighbor.
Barked.
He barked at me.
He barked at me.
He looked at me funny.
Yeah. Am I the asshole? Be honest. Comment. Subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Am I the asshole?
Comment in the section below.
Comment below.
If I'm the asshole.
If you're the asshole, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we the assholes?
No, I think a good way to segue this is to just ramble off, because like the worst things that we've done in school.
What is the worst thing I've done? Oh, I accidentally did this. I'm very oblivious to my surroundings. Uh-huh. So I don't understand things. So there was a really bad fight. Do you remember this fight in 8th grade?
Maybe.
The really bad one where the kids got...
I don't know, 8th grade?
8th grade, yes.
8th grade, okay.
8th grade.
Yeah, I was there. I walked up with them.
Yeah, really bad fight in 8th
slapped
grade.
Me.
So I'll be honest with y'all. I saw the fight and didn't tell anyone because it was right by my locker, and I heard shouting. I shut my locker, heard the shouting get more intense, and went, that seems like it's escalating. Anyway, moving on. People got very severely injured in that.
Oh, yeah.
People were sent to hospitals. That was a bad fight.
Was?
Yeah.
He deserved it.
People were it was a bad fight. It did not end well, but that is probably the worst thing I accidentally did, because I just heard the shouting. I heard the starting of the fight. And then I went in class and was doing my work, and I remember seeing like looking around, and my whole class was gone. I was like, where is everyone? And my teacher went, where is everybody?
I thought that was at the end of the day.
It was sort of at the end.
Yeah, kind of around there, but yeah.
Like, you still had class, like the last class.
Yeah,
and I was in my class, I was doing my work, and my teacher came in and went, where is everybody? And I went, I don't know. And then she went out in the hallway, and then just didn't come back. Like, at all. And so I finished my work, I put my stuff away and left. And then as I was walking out, like, the entire crowd had been, like, gone.
Yeah.
Like, it had dissipated, and, like, my class did end up showing back up and starting to do their... Because it was, like, a study hall.
Yeah.
So my class did end up showing back up and started doing their work.
Mm-hmm.
But then we all left, and then I came back in that Monday, and everyone was like, "Did you see the fight?" And I was like, "Fight?"
In all honesty...
"A fight." They're like, "The big one!"
He deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, it was between two kids who were very much assholes.
Yeah. I feel like, on one side, like, it's deserved for what he did. Both kids are still assholes.
Yeah. It's like...
He did the right decision.
We could have put this in the moral qualities episode.
We should have.
Was this fight morally grounded? Because I feel like...
Would it be good to support one of the kids who beat... The kid who beat him up?
Yeah.
But he's still an asshole.
Yeah, because the kid got beat up, like, he was in the hospital.
Yeah. Like, there was blood on the ground.
It was a bad fight.
Yeah.
And I kind of witnessed it before it had escalated and did nothing because I didn't know what was going on. Mm-hmm. That's, like, the worst thing I did. But no one ever blamed me because, like, I wasn't really known. Like, I wasn't a bad kid. And the second worst thing was what happened with the, what was it? The books falling down.
The books? What? Oh, yeah, that one, yeah.
And I got written up for it.
Mm-hmm.
That was... What about you? Bad stuff.
Bad stuff? I don't, honestly, probably the milk.
Just dumping milk.
Yeah, dumping the milk. I can't remember.
I threw a rock at a kid's head in elementary school.
Awesome.
Because, every bit of my personality was based on media and pop culture. So this kid I had a crush on had told... Basically, I had a crush on him, and I was very awkward and weird and quirky because I didn't know how to react when I had a crush on someone. And he found out, and then he very loudly told all of his friends, "Man, if I ever dated Jayla, I'd want to move to the other side of the world."
Oh my God.
And
that's evil.
I reacted in the most reasonable way, which is I picked up some rocks and threw them at his head. Don't regret it.
Some of the worst stuff I've done was all on accidents.
Yeah.
Like, I have bad luck and good luck at the same time. I
have an ability to make every situation a million times more awkward.
See, I think that's just called being a theater kid.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Because perfect example, right? My mom said, "Hey, can you go get some mac and cheese from the store?" Okay. I go, "Okay, Mom." I walk down to the store. I walk in the store. I think, all right, just get the mac and cheese and get out. You can use the self-checkout aisle. You don't have to speak to anyone. I start walking down to the mac and cheese aisle. And then right in front of the mac and cheese, there is this woman and her son. And her son's like 7. And they're looking at the mac and cheese. And I'm like, okay, just do it. You got this. And then the woman looks at me and goes, "Do you need something?" And I go, "No." And I walk away, and I go to the next aisle, and I go into the next aisle, and I sit there, and I'm like, "Okay, you got this. Just tell the woman you needed the mac and cheese. Let's go." And I go back in. The woman and her son are still directly in front of it. Like, they're literally clearly blocking the mac and cheese. And I'm like, "Okay, I got this. And I just and I walk down the aisle again, and then the woman stares at me, and I go, "Nope," and I walk away again. And I basically then spend the next 20 minutes pacing between the first aisle and like just walking back along, pretending to be interested in like the candy so I can still kind of see down the aisle, but I'm not in the aisle. I'm very interested in the candy, and I just stare at it. I'm not moving. I'm just staring at this like candy. And one of the employees come up and be like, "Do you need help finding something?" Like, "Oh no, I'm good." Just complete. "Oh no, I got this." And I just go back to staring at the candy. And eventually, 20 minutes later, the woman and her son leave, and so I walk down the aisle. I grab the mac and cheese, and I leave, and I pay for it, and I come back home, and I was like, "Why were you gone for 45 minutes? The store is 5 minutes away. You should have been back in 10 minutes tops." And I go, "Mom, there was a problem, but I solved it." But I solved it. And Mom's like, "Why didn't you just tell her you needed something when she asked?" And I was like, "Because I didn't." So that's how I live my life. Is just like that. Awkwardly and not understanding social cues.
I think that's a great note.
That's a good note to end on. Woo!
Okay. Yeah, so school stuff.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.